the CBI has filed a charge sheet against Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal before the Delhi Rouse Avenue Court. A charge sheet against the Delhi Chief Minister, so more trouble there for Aam Aadmi Party. What does the charge sheet really entail is something that we'd have to actually wait and watch and get our colleague who's got us this detail to understand. Ananya, they're giving us a detail. A charge sheet has been filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation against the Delhi Chief Minister, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. The matter is before Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court at the moment, and we will be given to understand the details of that very charge sheet. Remember, the court had in fact asked the CBI for a charge sheet to in fact allow the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal to be in CBI custody. Now we are learning that a charge sheet has in fact been filed by the CBI. Ananya has more details. Ananya, details please.
Well, Griya, it's a big development coming in as far as the Delhi liquor excise policy scam is concerned. The Central Bureau of Investigation finally has filed its charge sheet against the Delhi Chief Minister, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, in the Delhi liquor excise policy scam case. Remember, he was one of the last arrests by the Central Bureau of Investigation in this particular case. And this would probably mean that, this is the final charge sheet that we would be seeing in the Delhi liquor excise policy scam case. And, very, very clearly and categorically, though, as per the initial inputs that we have, the charge sheet has been filed before Special CBI Judge Kaveri Baweja. This is a charge sheet has been filed by Special Public Prosecutor Mr. D.P. Singh, who had been handling this case. He was, a special appointee. He's a special public prosecutor who has been, appointed by the Central Bureau of Investigation to defend it in fact, the Delhi liquor excise policy scam case. Remember that it was stated that the Delhi Chief Minister is in fact the key kingpin and key conspirator in this particular case. We'll get to know as to what are the more details. But as of now, as per the investigation that was carried out by the Central Bureau of Investigation, remember that he was first called for questioning as a witness in this particular case. Later, in fact, years later, he was arrested by, in fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation very, very recently. And, while he was being produced before the Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, it was stated by the Central Bureau of Investigation that he had shifted his blame on, various other people. Not only this, what is also very, very categorical to note is that the Delhi Chief Minister had, demanded a bribe of 100 crore rupees. Is the allegation of, in fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation. Out of this 100 crore, 45 crores was actually used in the Goa elections, is what, in fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation has gone on to say before, but the more details would emerge out in some time. But at this particular point of time, the charge sheet has been filed before Special CBI Judge Kaveri Baweja. It is a big development as far as the Delhi liquor excise policy scam is concerned, because, this could be the final charge sheet in this particular case. And what we could see after a cognizance is taken on this particular charge sheet is that, the trial, the arguments in charge in this case will actually begin. Remember that both these agencies, the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate, had told various courts in the country that, the probe in the Delhi liquor excise policy scam case is on the verge of its completion in its final stages. And whether or not this is the final charge sheet in this particular case is something that would be very, very interesting to note. Remember, the last arrest by the Enforcement Directorate was Vinod Chauhan. And, he was the accused number 39 in the Enforcement Directorate case.
And, if we go by the investigation reports, accused number 39 seemed to be a lucky charm for, in fact, the investigation agencies, because after Vinod Chauhan was arrested, the whole Delhi liquor excise policy scam books opened like a clear page, very clearly, because Vinod Chauhan was somebody who had been handling these cash, the Hawala details, and in fact he was dealing with the Hawala dealers. And as per the Enforcement Directorate's charge sheet that was filed earlier, it is very, very clear that he, had an intricate relationship with the Delhi Chief Minister. Not only was he managing, in fact, the Hawala dealings, but also was managing the transfers and posting at the Delhi Jal Board, is what the Enforcement Directorate's charge sheet has revealed. But what is there in the CBI charge sheet is something that we'll get to know in a short while from now, when the court actually takes cognizance of it and hears the arguments on the point of cognizance of this particular charge sheet.